sin. That is not the main purpose of the shaitan. It is not that he want to make you smoke weed. That's not his final purpose or final goal. It is not he want to make you commit robbery or to commit fornication. That is not his initial plan. That is his tools. That is his asbab. He wanna rope you until you did what? You commit kufr. Until you commit kufr. Look, كمثل الشيطان إذ قال للإنسان اكفر. Like the similitude of the shaitan when he tells to the human being what? Disbelief. So this is his main purpose. Disbelief. So he will make the person do certain things that is, alhamdulillah, that is not right, that is prohibited. But the person, barakallahu fikum, will feel like this and the third, lackadaisical upon this, lackadaisical upon that, until the individual renounce Islam. Irtadda an ad-din. He apostate from the religion, wal-iyadu billah. Right? How many times, Barak, you meet a person, oh man, I fell off, man. I was deening, man. Right? I was on my deen, but hey, man, I fell off. And this is what, alhamdulillah, it is all of us responsibilities to, alhamdulillah, aid one another. To aid one another upon being upon the religion. It is our responsibility, all of us, to aid one another, because man shadda finnar. Alaykum bil jama'ah, the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. He said, upon you is the jama'ah. Upon you is the congregation, the body of the Muslims. Meaning, I enjoin upon you to be upon the body of the Muslims. He said, man shadda finnar. Whomsoever seclude himself will seclude himself in the hellfire. Because if the wolf attack, right, a big old, flock, he might not be successful. Because they will have a way that they will organize themselves to defend themselves. But if it is a lost sheep, it is the feast. Right? Hayakumullah. So the new print, bi'idhnillahi tabaraka wa ta'ala, the statement of Allah, he mentioned that every single ummah Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala sent to them. He say, Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala verily sent to every single ummah. He say, min Nuhin ila Muhammad, from Nuh to Muhammad. He sent Rasulan, messengers, ya'muruhum bi'ibadatillahi wahdahu. Allahu Akbar. Every single nation, Allah Tabarak, from Nuh to Muhammad, Allah sent messengers to those people, to those nations. Ya'muruhum, commending them, enjoining upon them, bi'ibadatillahi wahdahu, enjoining upon them, commending them to worship Allah and Allah alone. Sometimes we only say to worship Allah. This is not enough to worship Allah. It's not enough. But the word la buddha bil khulusi lillahi tabaraka wa ta'ala wahda. One must single out Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala in his what? In his worship. So, to single out Allah alone in their aspects of worship. وَيَنْهَاهُمْ, and to prohibit them عَنْ عِبَادَةِ at-taghut, to prohibit them from worshipping the taghut, the false deities. Let us just say that, the false deities. Inshallah ta'ala, we'll come to more details bi'idhnillahi ta'ala of the taghut, as we already detailed that. وَالدَّلِيلُ قَوْلُهُ ta'ala, and the proof is in the statement of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, the Most High, Surah An-Nahl, chapter 16, verse number 36. And this is a verse, alhamdulillah, many of us, barakallah fikum, memorized. وَلَقَدْ بَعَثْنَا فِي كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ رَسُولًا وَلَقَدْ بَعَثْنَا فِي كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ رَسُولًا. For what? أَنِ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَاجْتَنِبُوا الطَّاغُوتَ. This is the reason, or this is one of the reasons, one of the wisdom of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala sending prophets, sending messengers to the nations. From Nuh to Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. Allah ta'ala mentioned what can be translated to mean, we certainly sent a messenger to every nation, ordering them that they should worship Allah alone, and they should shun the taghut. They should shun the taghut. Shaykh Fawzaan hafidhahullah, he say, وَكُلُّ أُمَّةٍ, and every single nation, بَعَثَ اللَّهُ إِلَيْهِمْ رَسُولًا. Every nation, every given nation, Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, He sent prophets, He sent messengers, alayhimus salatu wassalam. Ay, meaning, kullu ummatin minan nasi, every single nation from the people. He say, Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, yab'ath Allahu ilayha, Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala has sent to that nation rasulan, a messenger, لِيُقُومَ الْحُجَّةِ, to establish the proof, alayhim, against them, to establish the proof against them, or to establish the proofs unto them. طيب. لِأَلَّا يَقُولُونَ, so that they will perhaps not say, مَا جَاءَنَا مِن بَشِيرٍ وَلَا نَذِيرٍ. So the people will not say, indeed, it did not come to us no giver of glad tidings. It did not come to us no warners. Ma ja'ana, it did not come to us min bashirin, meaning it did not come to us no prophet. So no yawm al-qiyamati, no one will come and say that Allah did not send no prophet to us. Nobody will come to have a established hujjah like that, to say Allah did not send no prophet to us. Right? Shaykh Fawzaan hafidhahullah, he say, وَلِقَوْلِهِ تَعَالَى, based on the statement of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, the Most High, وَمَا كُنَّا مُعَذِّبِينَ حَتَّى نَبْعَثَ رَسُولًا. Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, He mentioned what can be translated to mean. He say, وَمَا كُنَّا, and we are not to be مُعَذِّبِينَ, punishing them, meaning the people, hatta, up until, right? We are not to be punishing them, hatta nab'atha, up until that we, Allah Ta'ala, He say what? We sent prophets, meaning messengers to them. Or we sent a messenger to them. So we will not punish them except that after that we have sent a messenger to them. So in this verse, barakallahu fikum, Shaykh Salih Fawzaan, he say, فَكُلُّ أُمَّةٍ مِنَ الْأُمَمِ, every single nation among the nation that came to exist, right? مِنَ الْأُمَمِ السَّابِقَةِ, from the previous nations. He say, Allahu tabaraka wa ta'ala, indeed, ba'ath Allahu ilayha rasulan. Allah indeed has sent a messenger to them. Kama qala ta'ala, as Allah the Most High mentioned in Surah Fatir, verse number 24. Allah ta'ala, he say, wa im min ummatin, and there was no previous nation illa except wa im min ummatin illa khala fiha nadhir, that there is no previous nation except that Allah has sent what? Messenger. Has sent a warner to them. Nadhir, a warner to them. A messenger to them. There is no previous nation except that Allah has sent a warner to them, meaning a messenger to them. So what is the wisdom? The wisdom of Allah Ta'ala sending the prophets, the messenger, is what? Is that they will not have, the people will not have no argument yawm al-qiyamati in front of Allah. Another one is what? That Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala established what? So that they will establish the worship to Allah Ta'ala alone without any partner. And to warn them, meaning to shun them away from that which is the taghut, that which is shirk, wal-iyadhu billah. Shaykh Salih Fawzaan hafidhahullah, he say, lakin yajibu an na'rif, he say, but meanwhile it is incumbent upon us to be well aware, to be knowledgeable of what? Ma hiya da'watur rusul. Allahu Akbar. What is the call of the prophets? What is the call of the prophets? So in this bab, after knowing the Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in his nasab, knowing his lineage, knowing where he came from, knowing where he was born, knowing when did he migrate, knowing where did he migrate, knowing barakallah all these details, right? Knowing his tribe, knowing his ancestors. Now it is important to know, when was he made a prophet? When was he made a messenger? It is also important to know, why was he sent? Why was he sent? Was he sent just because Allah loved him? Or was he sent to barakallah fikum for a message? Then if he was sent for a message, then it is very, very important to know, what is that message about? What is the importance of a messenger if you don't take heed to his message? Right? What is the importance of a letter if you don't open it and read it? Is it of any importance? What is the importance of a check with a lot of zeros if you can't cash it? Is it important? You're going to say, oh, alhamdulillah, I received $1 million check 10 years ago. It's like, here, I'll put it on on a frame. Put it by your wall. Is it important? So what was the message of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam? Turn around. What is the, come sit right here. What is the message of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, or the Prophets alayhi salatu wasalam? He said, da'watul rusulu, that the call of the prophets, kulluhum, or every single one of them, min awwalihim ila akhirihim, from the first of them to the last of them, he say, hiya ila tawheed. It is to call to the tawheed of Allah. It is to call to the tawheed of Allah. Now a person will say, okay, all right, it's to call to the tawheed.